down, it goes back. It goes up, and it goes back down. Hold on. Well, it says I'm reconnected now. Hopefully, it doesn't have it to where now I just have like 7 of these. Annoying. That'll be so. Just got over to my side here. Click this. I'm connected through Twitch. Alright, hold on. Well, it's actually loading on my phone. Or loading on the computer. Oh! It says I'm live. Hold up. Hold up. It says I'm live. Checking, I'm checking, I'm checking, I'm checking, I'm checking, I'm checking, I'm checking. Checking it, checking it, checking it. We back. Oh, we back? We back. Oh. Oh, that's great. Wow, okay, we back. Oh, thank God. Okay, I was worried there for a second. Alright, so yeah, I guess my internet fucked up quite a bit. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened at all. But it seems to be working. Yeah, it's working. I see it. I see it. There we go. Yep. Yep, there we go. Alright, we back. Okay. Okay. Alright. We big pimpin'. Alright. We big pimpin'. Alright. We are back. We are back. Thank fuck. Okay. Sorry, guys. My internet keeps doing that. I don't know why. I have a feeling that it's just because they're still dealing with shit that had happened. But other than that, it seems to be going alright. It seems to be going alright. But that I'm just happy that it didn't kick out or clunk out. I think that was honestly one of the reasons why I haven't streamed at night. Mostly because I knew the internet was kind of shitty. But now I'm glad to see that it's back to normal. Matt Calvert.
Gremlins must be at it again.
Yeah, the freaking glitch gremlins. Yeah, the glitch goblins. Man, hate those fuckers. Anyway. Hold on. Alright. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Technical difficulties, lol. Yeah. I'm here for once during a stream. Hello, Monos. Hello, Dark Harvest. So with any luck, so yeah, we won't have to worry about that again. I have a really good feeling about that. Alright, but now let's move on to the next character. Like I was saying before, I don't know how to draw munchkins with like muscle. So I did my best. So all I really did was that I just kind of like lessened the amount of muscle, but I gave her more definition. I gave the character more definition in order to kind of combat that whole thing. So that at least she's strong looking, but she also isn't like thick. You know what I'm saying? Like she's not too realistic, because that's not the style that we're going for. We're going for like a little munchkin style. Are you sure you're not scuffing like Amelie? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Scuff
also,
is when your stream messes up.
I don't think so. No, that was an internet situation. But
That's scuff.
oh, I didn't know about all that. Look, I don't follow Amelie like that. Anyway,
No, it's just a regular like online term.
well, I don't know. I'm not chronically online like you. All right, but yeah, what's up? Hold on. Things like that can help folks stay strong and stay
go down again?
No. Perfect. Okay. So, yeah. So, I ended up just doing it like this. I like it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. So, Nyx. Every single iteration of Nyx that I've ever seen of this character, of like Nyx herself, every single iteration has always been her as, always been her with an Australian accent. I don't know why, but I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. I saw that Pros did a voice of Meggy from SMG4 for a video. Yes, I did see that. Wonder what her training regimen is like. Apparently, her training regimen is having the heaviest individual on their team on her back so that she can freaking, like, do push-ups. I remember seeing artwork of that and just thinking to myself, how is this woman not broken already? But yeah. Really good fighter, really good brawler. Knows exactly what to do in a fight. And I'm honestly surprised that she's that tough. But at the same time, she's not just like a super meathead, right? She has her moments, but she doesn't seem to be like dumb in those moments. Like, she looks at something, she's just like, okay, we're just gonna fight it. No. She at least has some brains in her head. She's not like just all about fighting, which is good. It's very good. But she's still all about that fight, though. If she's got to get into a fight, she's going to enjoy that fight. Also, it seems like she doesn't exactly know her own strength when it comes to other people. Because she'll, like, pat you on the back and some shit. And then you'll just be keeled over. Like, oh, God. You know what I mean? But essentially, that's essentially what it is. That's essentially what it is. But, really love this character. Really love her design. Really love her character archetype. Do I know what species she is? No, I know that she is some type of canine, like most of the characters in this whole thing. Most of the characters in Dog Knight are canines, unless there is like a monster or some shit. And the monster is like a different species. That's probably the only time like there's a different species. At least from what I've seen. She's built like a Spartan, no doubt. Probably, honestly. My bae is here. Your bae is here. It'd be weird if Nyx didn't have an Australian accent. That's crazy. She didn't know her own strength. Yeah. Alright. Upsy doodle. Okay. So we need to do it like this. Connect the lines a little bit. And we just take it up bit by bit. Straight lines for me are always so damn hard. I can't draw a straight line for the life of me. Even when I have a stabilizer too, and I don't know why I can't do it. It always goes in some sort of fucking angle. Nyx may not be a meathead, but Knuckles is a meathead. Yes. Do you think Pros can do the same Meggy voice for a project I'm working on? I have no idea. You will have to ask her if she is interested in that. You would have to ask her. Because I cannot make anyone join any projects. I can only like tell them about it, and that's it. But I cannot tell anybody to do it. You will have to ask her that yourself. Let me see here. She puts all her points into MP muscle points. Exactly. There we go. I know that most viewers are probably just going to take it as me just not being on stream, so they're not going to look and see that I'm back, but you know, it's fine. At least I'll be able to chat with you guys, still have some fun, and just relax. When I try to make muscles on my characters, I keep going until it's perfect. Keep on stacking the muscles on the character until they're just like, bam, biggest meathead of the planet. Like, they're just made of just meat. Like that one My Hero Academia character whose ability is literally just stacking muscles upon muscles. And apparently that just makes them so freaking, like, strong. Oh my god. I just find that funny. I find that premise funny. Nyx might be some kind of Australian cow dog. I'm looking at some pics of them, and they kind of remind me of her. Ah, that would honestly make sense. So, if that's the case, then the creator probably has it that she is Australian in some sort of way. Or at least has Australian characteristics. Which, honestly, I'm all here for. That just makes them funny. That just makes it funny. Plus, the accent is just perfect. There's also another character that has an accent, too. I think every character besides Rory and Macy have a accent, I believe. Who wins? Whoever says hit them real hard first, essentially. Maybe she is a dingo. She could be a dingo. That could very well be what she is. I would not be surprised if she is a dingo, honestly. Alright, there we go. I reiterate once again, trust the process, and 2, I am not a professional artist. Not a professional artist. I am just your average artist. Jean has more of a French accent. That is true. Jean does have a French accent. Jean does have a French accent. I really like her French accent, funnily enough. It's really cute and adorable. Really, really adorable. I love it. Alrighty, there we go. Perfect. Okay. So now we do this, and we connect her hair together, like so. Bam. Bam. Perfect. I'm here for the vibe mostly. Yeah. Vibe, just chilling, just chatting, doing all that whatnot. Which that's the purpose of the stream today. Or tonight in this case. That's the purpose of the stream tonight. Just chilling, relaxing, maxing. That's it. We know you're in training, Zach. Yes, I am in training. You know, I'm still getting the hang of the whole thing. You know, maybe I'll get some better equipment at some point too for myself. You know, like one of those tablets or drawing tablets that have the screen on it and all that whatnot. Maybe I'll do that in the future, but for right now, I'm just using a pad. At least I'm not drawing with a mouse. Essentially, I am drawing with a mouse, but the mouse has like a touchpad. Like the mouse is the pen, and I'm just using the pen in that sort of way to like direct it. I love this song, Heartful Cry. My god, I love this song. I would play like the OST from like the actual like show or the actual game. Mostly the answer OST, but I know we're streaming Persona 3 right now, and I do not want to spoil the music for you. I want you guys to see it as we're playing. Just go with the flow, man. That's essentially what I do. Like when I draw at all, I just go with the flow, which is usually the reason why whenever I draw, I just draw on one piece of paper and I just see how good I do. There we go. Perfect. We'll do the same with her other arm like that. And this is the bottom part of her hand. I didn't draw her full hand because fucking hands are the devil. I hate drawing hands. They're so hard, which I'm always so freaking like, which is why one of the reasons why I'm so jealous of artists that can draw hands perfectly, because I struggle to draw hands, and sometimes I'll just draw them as little boxes and that's it, like little balls, similar to how Animal Crossing draws hands. Excuse me, that's usually how I draw hands. Gotta bounce. Alright, my guy, thanks for coming by. Please be sure to have a good night. Jean to me is like a gentle giant. She's big and not too bright, but she's basically a cinnamon roll. She is a cinnamon roll. Love it. Also, to anybody who wonders the start of, like, the sketch, how it looks like this is usually the start of how I do sketches, right? So, first, I'll draw the head depending on how big I want it. So, let's say this is the head. I'll draw the head, and then I'll do this. That's it. That's how I'll start it. That's the skeleton. And depending on, like, the pose, sometimes it'll be that. Sometimes it'll be like this. Sometimes it'll be like that. Sometimes I'll do it like that. Sometimes I'll do the skeleton like this. Or sometimes I'll do it like this, depending on the angle. And that's how I'll draw the skeleton. That is how I start any sketch as a these little munchkin sketches. That is how I freaking start the sketch. Honestly, it works. It works like 99% of the time. The only time it doesn't work is if I'm trying to do something like insane. Hold on. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, that's usually how I do it. That's usually how I do the skeletons. I don't know why I do it like that. I just do it like that. And it works 25% of the time. Actually, no, 99%. I'll say 99% of the time. Some parts you can do with ease. Other parts are basically the devil to you. Yeah, essentially. Boobs, for instance, for me. Because I don't want the boobs to look so freaking ugly, alright? I don't want them to just look like, you know, just balls and shit. Like, I want them to look kind of realistic, but also, like, not. You know what I mean? I want them to look round, and I want them to look nice. Like, for example, I know that the boobs here kind of, like, look, like, full, but that's because of the fact that she's wearing, like, a tight shirt. The tight shirts that, you know, kind of hug. And that's the reason why it kind of looks like that in, you know... I'll make the damn circles too big. And then I gotta, like, do it slow, but then when I try to do it slow, I can't get that perfect roundness. Alright, that's what we're working with. That's what we're gonna work with. That's what no, I need to get it closer. God damn it. You see what I mean? There are just some things that that I still need practice with drawing. Let me see here. We're gonna be here for a while, I can tell. We're gonna be here for a while, I can tell. There we go, that'll work. No, it looks awful, hold on. No! Oh my god. Oh! If only there was a way that I could make perfect circles, but I can't. I can't make perfect boob circles. I can't draw breasts. Breasticles. Oh! And I don't want to move on to anything else, because I'll be here, but then I'll still have the issue. That'll work. You know what? And then we do this low number. Perfect. That'll work. Good enough. Let's roll. That'll work. Good enough. Good enough. And there you go. That's a little piece there. We did it, guys. Let's move on now. I know they don't look perfectly round, but that's what we're going with. Here for the vibe. People in the chat, what do you know about villain named Null? Like, I don't know anything about this character. Null is essentially the king of symbiotes. Like, he's a symbiote god. That is literally all you need to know. Like, you could see, like, I've said this before, but I have way more control with, like, a pencil than I do with, like, one of these, like, tablets. Which is funny to say, because so many people tell me, it's like, it's so much easier to draw with a tablet. It's like, I don't have to worry about scuff marks and everything like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's great, but, you know, I don't know how to freaking control it. I can't control a tablet. You know, I can't control a, what do they call it? A program, unfortunately. That I just can't do that. I can make it bend to my will, but I can't, like, control it. But we're getting there. I'm getting there, though. That's why I don't really complain too much. I'm getting there. I'm doing good. I think I'm doing good, at least. Alrighty, so there. part of the shirt. The chest pillow, the udders, the tatas, the mounds, the mountains, the holy rounds, the marshmallows. I could go on, but I'll stop. That's crazy. Oh, jeez. Alright, so there we go. We do this little number. I just realized Soul Phase is playing. I like Soul Phase. I love that song from Persona 3 Portable, which is funny because I've never played Persona 3 Portable. That's like one of the ones I never played because it was on PSP. I did not own a PSP at the time, and I was way too young to be able to play that game. Alright, there we go. The easiest part for me is like arms because they're just like a simple thing. A tablet will register every micro movement. A pencil is easier. Exactly. Alrighty, and then we'll just cut this into pieces so that it goes like that. And then we'll... Okay, I went too deep into the breast there. We'll do that. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, the difficult part. The hands. Oh my god, the fun part, the difficult part. Fun depending on who you ask, but for me, it's annoyingly difficult. There we go. The bingo bongos, that's crazy. The fun pillows. Man, y'all got a lot of names for breasts, don't you? There we go. I just call them the chesticles. Ah, god dang it. Okay. Alright, so I gotta lessen the pressure when I get to that point. Okay. Perfect! That's better. That's better. I can work with that. That's better. Okay. There we go. Okay. And then we do this little bit for the finger. The inner part of the finger, because that's how, because apparently that's how what's it called, damn it, what's the word, positioning is. I used to have a PSP and a PS Vita, also where I got to play Persona 4 Golden. I love Persona 4 Golden. That series is so damn good. I love it. I absolutely adore that series. Absolutely adore that series. I love everything about it. Everything about Persona. There are some things that could be a little bit better, of course. There's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. But I do love Persona. I love Persona. I loved it for a long, long time. And I don't think there's ever going to be anything that's going to really top it, honestly, for me. Easy there, Zach. Just draw like Leonardo da Vinci. I don't want to draw like Leonardo da Vinci. I want to draw like me. I want to draw like me. I want to be my own artist. I don't want to copy. I don't want to be those copiers. Just the people that can copy shit. I want to be able to draw things with my own two hands. With my own meaty... Oh, like my own claws. Like, you fell right into the palm of my hand. Made me think of that Smiling Friends scene. Okay, so this part is going to be interesting. So I gotta basically do it like this. And then there we go. And then the left part goes like that. Because the left part of the mouth... or of the teeth kind of go into the face because of the position of how it looks. And then there we go. Hold on, I'm gonna have to zoom in a little bit. There we go. We do this little number. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. That's perfect. I believe there is a certain scene from one of the Austin Powers movies that involves a wonderful vocab for the double D. That's crazy. I haven't seen the Austin Powers movie in a long time. I haven't seen one in a very long time. I saw Johnny English Reborn recently, but I have not seen one of those movies in a while. Let me do this real quick. Okay, I see what I gotta do. So essentially what I have to do is just connect it like this. And then over here, I just remove it like that. There we go. That's better. That is much better. Okay. Not exactly how the sketch has it, but also not bad either. It kind of goes in. It kind of goes in a little bit.
Do you have a sandwich clip over there?
A sandwich clip? No, I do not. Why would I have a sandwich clip?
I eat chips. I always have sandwich clips.
Why don't you just go get one?
I didn't want to get up. I'm in the groove of working.
I got you. There we go. That'll work. Alrighty, and then we do this little number.
Okay.
We do the teeth. Nyx's teeth, funnily enough, even though she's a canine, her teeth are very, like, rudimentary. They are not very, like, detailed. It's just like, it's essentially like Bender's teeth. Draw like the guy from Titanic. Leonardo DiCaprio?
Draw me like one of your French girls, Jack.
I'm not drawing a French girl, though. Have to wait for when he gets the gene for that. Oh, yeah, Gene is French. That's crazy. I didn't realize that. I mean, I knew Gene was French, but at the same time, I wasn't thinking about that. There we go. Like this. Perfect. Okay. Now we just erase that. Not that. We don't want to go that far. We'll erase that. There we go. Would Dog Knight get its own waifu tier list? You know, I never thought of that, doing a Dog Knight waifu tier list. I don't think that's a terrible idea, honestly. I don't think that's a terrible idea. I remember someone telling... Oh, but that reminds me. I remember someone asking the question, is like, would you do... is Dog Knight gonna be, like, another, like... story for the channel? Like, that was on the stream before, like, the internet conked out or some shit. I remember someone asking me that. Okay, so Dog Knight is an interesting situation, mostly because of the fact that I know that there's, like, I rarely see Dog Knight being done by anyone on the, like, any channels or anything like that besides, like, fan animations. But, like, dubbing the comics and shit, I haven't seen really anyone do it except for one person. So that's why I have, like, reason to believe that that person, like, has a, like, kind of has a, partnership with the individual so that they can do the comics or whatever. So I myself, I wouldn't mind it, but I also don't want to step on anyone's toes. And I've thought up of, like if it was like they just do the comic dub or whatever, and then you, like me, as in me, you can do, like, I don't know, a audio drama or a funny audio skit or something like that, then I would be like, yeah, sure, I'd do it. That, honestly, I feel like that'd be fun. And the series of Dog Knight is so freaking, like, open-ended at this point that you could just, like, come up with literally anything. Like, come up with anything, just stay true to the characters like I always do, and then you'll be fine. So I'm like, yeah, sure. If it was something like that, most definitely I would jump on that. I would definitely do that. I mean, I've written stuff for the Helluva Boss thing before, so I don't foresee myself having an issue writing for something for Dog Knight. I mean, it all really just depends on whether or not I could come up with something with the information about the characters given. That's the main thing for me, whether or not I could write it. I mean, given enough time, I know I could figure it out. I know I could come up with something, but, you know, I also, if it's like another person's property, like artist or something like that, I don't tend to, like, come up with some shit. I tend to, like, also, like, ask, or I, like, go to them and just be like, yo, I want to run this by you, basically, because I don't want to change anything, and if there needs to be any, like, changes to the script, I can do that. Like, it's not I'm a flexible person when it comes to writing. As long as it's something that came from my mind, I can, like, freaking pivot that shit. You know what I mean? But Dog Knight in specific, I would have to, like, sit there and be there for a little bit. Because when it comes to, like, this, I would want it to be, like, perfect. Perfect. Everything. Down to the last minute details. It would have to be perfect. It would have to be perfect. It would have to be perfect. Have to be perfect. Otherwise, I would not be happy. I would not be happy with it at all. I would be feeling some sort of way about it. You know, I would feel like I had failed at that point, essentially. Gotta get the go-ahead first, just in case. Exactly. I don't like stepping on nobody's toes. I don't like doing that. You know? So, for the time being, just drawing the characters is fine. Let's see here. What's next? Okay. So, I think I've drawn everything. Yeah, there we go. These lines here are just to help me know what colors go where, because the characters all have different fur patterns. So, that allows me to know exactly where those specific fur patterns go. So for now, we can now color in these bits here with the eyes, the eyelashes. There we go. Try to get that in there as best as we can without going over. Up, down, left, right, side to side. There we go. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Like that. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. Perfect. Now, I would color in the pupils too, but Dog Knight characters don't have, like, just black pupils. They actually have color. So, I would have to, like, wait for a second before I do that. But let us do this little number. I'm on eraser, not on paint bucket. Hold on. There we go. That's what I wanted. And if we look, perfect. And there we go. That is Nyx. Everyone say hello to Nyx. There's Nyx, Munchkin style. So, at this point, we have, right now, Macy, and we have Nyx. This was fun to draw. And from the looks of it, it actually kind of stays true to the character. I like it. I think it kind of stays true while being, you know, like a Munchkin type shit. But I think it stays true. I think we did a good job with this one. This looks really good. This looks really good. I'm happy with this. I'm really happy with this. Alright, so we got the line art for Nyx. We got the line art for Nyx. So, let us move on to our next character, which is going to be a favorite of a good bunch of them. So, no, we don't want to save that. We just want to keep it as is. Good job. Thank you. Well, I gotta go see you next time. Alright, Dark Office, thanks for coming by. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and whip that other one out. So let's move on to Persona 4. There we go. Alright. So, our next character is going to be an interesting one. Mostly because I know that a lot of people are probably gonna, like, instantly know who this person is. Like, instantaneously know who this individual is. And I only say that because of the fact that the character is, like, very, very, very well known. Like, the design, at least. The design is at least really well known. Why am I doing it like this when I could just, like, do it through, like, the actual thing here? That's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so let's go ahead and open it up. All supported formats. Can I, like, do all of them? I cannot. Okay. That's slightly annoying. Okay, maybe I can find it through, like, here. I'm hoping. Alright. Next character that we're doing is this one. Alright, so this character is Ornette. Ornette is, honestly, Ornette is the mage of the group. She's the mage. She is mostly well known for her magic capabilities. However, her magic can... She can still mess up, is what I'm saying. She can still mess up her magic spells, and it makes for the funniest shit ever. It makes for the funniest shit. She's a very intellectual individual, but she's not really built for, like, close quarters. You know what I mean? She's not built for, like, face-to-face fight. She just can't. She just can't. She just can't fight like that. It's just not gonna... It's not gonna work. She's not gonna be able to do that. She is also someone that has to kind of get used to the whole thing of, like, the team, because of how, like, batshit insane, like, they can be. That is essentially what she has to deal with. Now, it's funny because someone said that she's like, she kind of looks like a steampunk mage. And you're right, she kind of does. But she also reminds me of that... The hat reminds me of that one species of individuals from, what's that series called? From Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Where they just had, like, the big helmets that are in front of them. They're tall and stalky. And they have, like, the helmet. She reminds me of those individuals. I don't know what the species is for those people. But I do know who they are. And I have them in my mind. I don't know what the name of the species is, like I said, but that is what it's reminding me of. She means well, exactly. Now, the cool thing about her is she is a Borzoi, if you all don't know. Or at least that's what she seems to be. She's a Borzoi. Which the reason why I can think of her as that is because of this face in particular. That face in particular tells me Borzoi. You know what I mean? Borzoi. That is the reason why I think of it as that. So, if we go by follow status, she didn't get much points into luck. No, not whatsoever. All right, so let me go over here. All right, now the funny thing is that this drawing is a bit different from all the other ones. And here's why. It's because the drawing is so damn massive. The drawing is so damn large. Like, it's the entire page. And the only reason why it is the entire page is because unlike all the other ones, unlike all the other pages, the characters don't take up all of it because of how they look. They don't take up how they look. But her, most of the page is taken up by her damn hat. That is it. Most of her hat, the whole page is just taken up by the hat. And that's literally it. That is all. Alright? It is literally just the hat. That is it. It is all just the hat. Which is the reason why I sit here. I'm just like, oh boy. And I hate it too, kinda. I slightly hate it. Mostly because of the fact that I have to deal with the fact that I have to go and erase most of the head. Because the hat is so large. It covers up everything. So that's why I'm just sitting here. I'm just like, I don't want to delete or not draw like her without the hat. I just don't want to. Like, a part of me wants to because that's her character design. But then another part of me was just like, I don't want to get rid of the hat. I don't want to draw the hat over like the head and everything because I really like how the hair looks on the character. So I had the idea. I was just like, okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to draw the hat over the head. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have the hat on a separate layer That way, it could be like her without the hat, her with the hat. And so that's what we're going to do. So the first layer that we're going to do, first layer is just going to be the head completely. That's it. The first layer is just going to be the head. And then afterwards, I will draw the other layer with the hat. And I feel like that way, everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. Nobody has to worry about it. Nobody has to complain. Everyone will get it. Everyone will get what they want. Could probably sleep in that hat like a sleeping bag. It's possible. I could see that. Yeah. Alright, so here's what... So, let's go ahead. Let's start. So, as I was saying about the character is, like I said, a mage. The mage archetype. And she is essentially like... She tries to be, like, as helpful as possible. But then there are times where she just fucks up the spell because she just realized, oh shit, that is the wrong damn spell. Like there was one where she tried to turn Rory's axe into essentially a ice axe. So to have ice properties. The problem is that it didn't just stop with the freaking axe. It also started to freeze Rory also. And this was all while in the middle of a battle, apparently, alright? She's fucking up spells in the middle of a battle. Which is the reason why I kind of just sit here and I'm just like, you mean well, but please think about what spell you're using before you actually use it. Because you can't be doing this shit while we're in battle, you know what I mean? And honestly, I really like it. I like it. I honestly really like it. I like the character, Ornette. Honestly, I feel like Ornette is probably going to be, like, my favorite. Ornette is probably, like, my favorite of the cast. Now, will I say that she is the best of the cast? I'm not going to say she's the best, but I am going to say that I enjoy Ornette a lot more. I enjoy her archetype. Because she's not useless by any means. When she knows what she's doing, I know that she could do well. But I like the whole archetype of just a mage just fucking up the spell or just choosing the wrong spell. That's funny to me. Wait, isn't Ornette one of those characters with very lewd in the series? Okay, I was about to get to that. So, there's one little tidbit about Ornette that a lot of people may sometimes skip over or not realize. And it's the fact that Ornette actually writes fan fiction of her team. She will write legitimate fan fiction of her team. Which is funny to me. Because it's essentially like Tina Belcher. If anybody has seen Bob's Burgers, it's like Tina Belcher. She will write fan fiction about her team members, usually putting them in these lewd situations and, you know, shipping them essentially. And every single time, all of them would just be looking like, what the hell? Which, in a way, her fan fiction isn't wrong. Like, her fan fiction is not incorrect because, funnily enough, and I was going to wait to say this, but Rory and what's her name? Rory and Jean are actually a couple. Rory and Jean are actually, can actually be seen flirting or cuddling and all that whatnot. And I'm not 100% sure if they are a real couple, if they are actually a couple, but I have seen fan art from the creator, from CeeHaz, showing the two are actually, you know, showing the two actually in romantic situations. So either they plan to do that. They plan to have Rory and Jean be a thing later on in the story, later on in the mythos, or it's just fluff or an idea that they have. But I do believe that they are a couple, and I actually find that really cute because Rory is like no nonsense, doesn't really care, all that whatnot, and is just like the individual that's just like, oh, I have no feelings besides anger and determination. But then Jean comes in, And it's just like Jean somehow is able to pull out the freaking cute side, even though Rory does her best not to be that way. You know? But it's just funny. It's just really funny. I don't know why, but I find these streams to be quite relaxing. Well, mostly because of the fact that I'm not screaming or doing crazy shit, probably. That is probably the reason why it is a probably the reason why you're relaxed. At least in these type of streams. At least in these type of streams. Alright. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Between Emberlyn and Ornette, who would write better fanfiction? Honestly, I feel like because of the fact that Ornette has seen a lot more and can actually, like, pull from a lot of ideas from what she's seen and dealt with, I feel like Ornette would have a better edge with, like, more scenarios. Because as a human, we don't really have a lot of scenarios, and most scenarios that we come up with are 9 times out of 10 based off stuff that we've seen. Or, like, are a direct representation of, like, the media that we watch. Like, there's, like, the phrase, there's no such thing as an original idea. But the thing is that there's so much shit in, like, a fantasy world like Dog Night that you can come up with whatever. And it would be, you're bound to come up with something, like, different. You know what I mean? I think that Ornette would probably have the edge when it comes to fan fiction or whatever, because there's just so much. There's just so much, like, stuff that she could just think of and just be like, oh yeah, I saw something similar to this. And then people would be like, what, how? And it's like, mythical world, magic, monsters, all that whatnot. Of course I've seen it. Of course I've seen shit like this. You know, I'm living this shit every day. Plus I feel like Ornette's writing would probably be a little more eloquent and intellectual. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't just be seeing, just like the hard shit, you know, you would be seeing stuff like, oh, it was so eloquent, it was like this, it was like heaven for the two, blah, blah. Call me a sap, but I like writing like that, honestly. I like writing like that. Now, bear in mind, this is just my opinion, so I don't know if this is 100% how the character would be. This is just me coming up with inferences, and that's it. It's just me coming up with an inference. Alrighty, we're almost done with the head. Perfect. I think we got the head shape pretty well. Yeah, I think we got the head. There we go. Easiest head that we've drawn today. Easiest thing. I can't remember the archetype, but I feel like Rory is the kind who will not express in words and more in action. Yeah, no. You are right about that. She is a more of a action speak louder than words individual. You are 100% correct. That's at least how I feel about the character anyway. But yeah, Ornette, like, I like Ornette. Plus, I like the art that she's depicted in. I really like art that she's depicted in a lot of the times. Because sometimes you'll have the cute art where it's just like, oh boy, you know, she's just being all cute and all that whatnot. Being all cute and clumsy. But then you have the badass art where she's pulling out a damn, like, spell like Zeta Flare or some shit. Like, that's so freaking cool to me. Like, a character that can go from being cute to badass probably is, like, my favorite type of character trope. Like, it's like the character that is not just clumsy. She's clumsy, but she's also, like, super duper duper jacked. Like, she's super strong. Especially when they, like, get really into the fight. Or, like, the stakes are high. I like that archetype really well. Gonna end this that. Happy late night stream. Alright, Nixer, thanks for coming by. I like her. She's fine. She is fine. She is fine. I'm really sorry to anybody that watches, like, the whatever it is, the VOD of this stream. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Alrighty, let's see. Alright. She also has these little bags too. That's, like, on her hip. She has, like, a lot of, like, these little bags here. And it kind of reminds me of, like, Kingdom Hearts with the zippers. but not as egregious because god damn do they have a lot of them damn zippers in Kingdom Hearts. Like, I feel like that's like a thing with Kingdom Hearts. It's like how do we design this character? Give him more zippers. Give his ass more zippers. Give him more chains. It's just like brilliant. Like, they bring a bunch of people in a room and they're just like, how do we make this character someone that the kids and adults were like? Give him more zippers. Give him some more freaking chains. He's like, give him a big ass coat. Oh my god, I just like it. I honestly love Kingdom Hearts character designs. I love Kingdom Hearts character designs. I will keep saying that to high heaven. I love Kingdom Hearts character designs. There we go. Alright, so we are right now kind of blazing through Ornette. I feel like it's just because of the fact that I've just drawn her a lot. I wouldn't say a lot, but, you know, when I drew her, I kind of put more effort into drawing Ornette. So that, because of the fact that she was going to take up this entire page, I was like, I gotta put my all into it. Especially the muscles. Excuse me, especially the muscles. Yo, Zach, I bet every time you and Luna dance, you step on her toes. Look, I know how to dance, alright? I know how to do two-step. I went to prom. I know how to two-step. Don't worry. Now, will I say I'm good at it? I won't say that, but, you know, I will say I, you know how to two-step. I know how to do it. Believe me. Let me see. Alright, and then we get the hair situated. Yeah, but honestly, you know, like I keep saying to people that join stream or whatever, please be sure to follow, CeeHaz. Please be sure to follow CeeHaz on Twitter. Like I know y'all saying that the art here is good, and I'm really thankful that y'all think so. But honestly, my art does not do the characters justice. Like, you guys have to like actually like look at the characters in their full glory. Like, look at each character and how they actually, you know, look and all that shit when they're actually drawn by the original artist. Like, their art is so damn good, honestly. It's so freaking amazing, and I will probably keep saying that over and over. You're gonna hear me say that a lot, especially if I come back and do another stream where I'm drawing their other OCs, because 9 times out of 10 I'm probably gonna end up coming back because this is actually kind of fun. Of course I'll probably draw other OCs. Like, one of these days I'm gonna draw my sister's Twitch emotes that I'm working on and other things of that nature, which she's posted like behind the scenes of on her Blue Sky and on her Twitter, and probably also on her Discord server as well. So you all should, which perfect segue, y'all should freaking follow Grimalkin Bastet. It's really funny shit. Believe me, it's hilarious. You'll even see me in those streams as well sometimes, or at least hear my presence. So yeah, follow Grimalkin.
You hear his graining ass voice. Can you put this in the press for me?
Can I put what?
I need you to put this in the press.
Fine, here. Discord. My model was gonna go fugly for a second here, guys. Sorry. There we go. Perfect. All right, there we go.
What are you working on?
This is Ornette. Ornette, the one that does all of the fan fiction.
Bro, I love that one because the character looks like Horton Who a little bit. I love that one.
Freaking Horton?
Yeah, I love that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay, good. It was auto-saving. It was auto-saving for me.
Imagine the whole thing shuts down.
Oh, I'd be so upset. Everybody's favorite Kingdom Hearts character. I gotta go with my boy Roxas. I'm sorry. I gotta go with my boy Roxas. I love fucking Roxas. He's so damn cool.
Why don't you marry
He got the freaking dual swords and everything, or the dual keyblades. I remember seeing him as a kid when I first played Kingdom Hearts 2, not knowing who he was, because I played Kingdom Hearts 2 hot off of Kingdom Hearts 1. It was like literally, I beat Kingdom Hearts 1, saw that Kingdom Hearts 2 was already out on PS2, because I was a kid, I didn't follow games like that. And I was like, Mom, can I get Kingdom Hearts 2? She ended up buying the game for me. And I went and I started Kingdom Hearts 2 right when I got home. I was so confused. I'm like, who is this character? Who's Roxas? And I remember as a kid, I was kind of upset because I was like, where's Sora? Sora is like the main character. Did they change the main character? Did I miss anything? This is Kingdom Hearts 2, right? And as I grew up, I learned that Kingdom Hearts just doesn't stop at Kingdom Hearts 1, 2. It goes Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts Chains of Memories, and then you have like Kingdom Hearts 352 over 8 days, and then you have this, and you have that, and you have all these other Kingdom Hearts series, or Kingdom Hearts games. And then I learned about that. I played the game with Roxas, and I'm just like, yo, Roxas is the GOAT. Roxas is so freaking cool. Do you know the artist Jolly Jacks? I do not know Jolly Jacks, no. I do not know Jolly Jacks. Would any of you like to see a Sleepy Hollow level in Kingdom Hearts? I think that would be cool, yeah. I honestly would like that. Kind of Kingdom Hearts character design. Step 1, make them somewhat Final Fantasy like. Step 2, add lots of zippers. You're done. Yeah, that's essentially it. That's essentially all you would need to do. Let me see. Let me do a smaller pen for the eyes here. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. Do smaller pen so that the eyes are actually kind of detailed and we won't have to worry about it being too difficult. God damn it. I've noticed that circle was kind of lopsided. Oh boy, hold on. I gotta move the camera. I always go inside whenever I try to do a circle lopsided. I don't. That's too big. That's not an oval. That's a circle. You're drawing a circle. It's so weird because for any other character, this would not be a problem. But because of the fact that I'm doing this on stream, anxiety. Oh my god. But yeah. Honestly, really love Roxas. I love the guy. He's so freaking cool. Like, honestly, if I knew more about Roxas, I probably would have made his personality my own growing up. So I probably would have been a freaking emo kid, but at the same time, I would have been a cool-ass emo kid, you know what I mean? You know, I would look over to my mom and just be like, yo, can I get the Organization 13 coat? And she probably would have looked at me like I was fucking crazy. Because she's like, you're not going to fucking school wearing that shit. That you're gonna get freaking put on a list or something. I'm like, what list am I gonna put on? Nowadays, I know what that list is. Oh my god. Nowadays, I'm not too, like, you know, I'm not too naive to the whole thing. There we go. Perfect. And then we do one of those, since she has one of those. But yeah, I ended up drawing Ornette with like a thought in mind. I was just like, what if I drew Ornette, but Ornette just got like given a really nice, genuine compliment? You know, like usually, like, you know, most people would be like catcalling. They'd be like, oh, you know, look at that badass. You know, well, at least people that like you know, furries or some shit. And they'd be like, yo, what that tail do or some shit, you know. And I was just like, I wonder what she would look like if she just got a genuine compliment. Like, yo, you look really nice. Or you're like, yo, I really like that hat. You know, that hat really suits you. Or something like that. So I ended up doing like the Borzoi like nose thing where it just kind of droops. But gave her like the whole blushy smile. You know, like her fans coming in. She's just like, oh, wait, I have so many fans. So wait a minute, me, I have so many fans, you know, that sort of thing. So I was just like, yeah, what would she look like that? And I was just like, this is perfect. This is what we're working with. All right, so that's her whole head or whatever. That's how she looks. Now we need to make another layer, and that layer is going to be the hat. She looks like a hat, or she looks like a wolf. She's a Borgoi. She was a Borgoi. She's a Borgoi. If you guys know the meme. I was wondering why the stream was interrupted. Internet. messed up for me. I have no idea why it did. It just did. Also, I got added in the server. Why did I get added? Oh, this is Jolly Jack. Oh, that! Yeah, okay, yeah. I've seen Jolly Jack's work. And I see now that people are putting images of CeeHaz's characters in the server. Well, I've caused... well, I've caused problems. I think I've caused problems. I may have started something. Oh god, I may have started something that's probably never gonna go away. I've started something that's never going to go away, and I am sorry. Oh god. Oh god, I'm really sorry. Anyway, what problems did you cause? The server. Like I saw an image of one of the characters in the server, and I'm just like on that side of the server, and I was just like, oh boy. I was like, oh jeez, oh god, oh shit. That was essentially what it was. Like, not a problem, like it's just like, oh, I'm gonna have to deal with this. It's more like the problem of just like, oh boy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, CeeHaz. I hope I didn't cause, like, more issues showing people who your characters were. Oh my god, or bringing them into attention for, like, the channel or some shit. Let's see, there we go. Alright, luckily the hat shouldn't be too difficult. It's literally just, like, a bunch of straight lines. At least these pieces are. You just gotta connect them at the right moment. Yep, like that. You just gotta connect them. And then any access you can just erase. And luckily, we're on a whole different layer, so I don't gotta worry about erasing something. Oh my god. Zach, you keep opening Pandora's box. I don't mean to do it on purpose. I just wanted to draw some characters that I really like. That's it. That's all I wanted to do. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I am sorry. Oh god damn it. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry that I decided to bring attention to some really cool characters that I enjoy seeing and that I have drawn. Like, you know, more like doodled, I'd say. Characters that I have now doodled. Oh my god. I showed the sketches to a couple of other friends too, not too long ago. And I remember them going like, wait a minute, hold up, you drew this? I was like, yeah. It was like, wait a minute, that looks kinda nice, you know? It's in your own style, but we know who they are, you know? Like, they have iconic looks, so, you know, making sure to get that iconic look for me is really important. Because I don't want the characters to just kind of be like, well, it's like, yeah, I can kind of see it. I want people to be like, oh yeah, I see it. It's like, oh yeah, I know that character. I know who that is. Just by looking at him. That's usually my goal. And entry and falling apart. Tell me why you did it after the promise. Still, I can't. Chat could ask for something else about them. I'm not going to go into detail about whatever you may be implying. No. No, not this type of stream. No. No. I have sometimes wondered, though, what would I look like in Dog Night? Like, what would my species be? I haven't thought about it, honestly. I haven't thought about that sort of thing, mostly because I don't do self-inserts. I don't. Like, I don't do self-inserts. The only time a person could say I did a self-insert was with Human and the Hellhound. But the thing is, with Human and the Hellhound, that's not an insult. Zeke and Fiend is not me. Now, here's the thing. I don't know how anybody does anything like this. But, here's the thing. A little tidbit of how I write characters, so that for characters that I voice, for example, main characters, or things of that nature, or characters that are in a series. I write characters based on how I feel about myself. So at the time of writing Zach Trevel, I saw myself, or I felt of myself, as kind of an awkward individual, kind of nerdy, kind of finding his place, that sort of thing. That's the reason why I wrote Trevel at the beginning of the story. I wrote Trevel at the beginning of the story as kind of a nerdy individual. A nerdy individual that, doesn't exactly know what he's doing, but he's rolling with it, and he's succeeding. That's how I saw myself as a younger individual at the time of writing that, which is around 18, 19. Then afterwards, Zeke and Fiend. Zeke is written as the individual that I am now, which is someone who's a little more outgoing, someone who's trying to better themselves and work to become stronger in his own way. Be helpful to family, do whatever he has to be there, that sort of thing. That's the reason why I write Zeke to be a little more outgoing, a little more like justice wanting and heroic and empathetic. That's why I write him to be like that. And then for anybody that's read the book that I put out, and that's on Amazon right now, Cole is being written as the person I'm striving to be. So someone more confident, someone that's stronger, someone with a good sense of justice, all that whatnot. Someone that is 100% someone that you can 100% rely on without any sort of fear of anything. That's what I write Cole to be. Now, of course, Cole has his moments. Cole is going to be written to be, human. So he's not going to, be just this paragon, of course. But he's written in terms of, personality, in terms of, characteristics. That I write characters based on who I desire to be, which is the reason why who I desire to be and who I was at the time of writing. So that's the reason why a lot of people could see the characters as self-inserts, but they're not. They're just written with a bit of realism for things that they're based on, or the characters that they're based on. That's it. That's the reason why. Some would call Lydia Dietz Tim Burton's self-insert. Oh, yeah. I have heard about that. Yeah. I was implying audio stuff, Zach. I get you. What do you think of Lackadaisy? I love Lackadaisy. Lackadaisy is awesome. Never say could be worse, Porg. Bad things always happen when you say that. You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that, and that's the scariest shit about it. Alright, there we go. And then this kind of goes inside, or is hidden by the hat. The further it goes along, so around right there. And this is the steampunk image. This is the armor in a way. The armor image, which I honestly like. There we go. And then we do this for this piece, and then this comes in like that. Alrighty, perfect. Yes. This is actually coming along spectacular. This is coming along perfectly. I'm liking this. What dog would you be in Dog Night? Maybe a Australian Shepherd? Yeah, but I'm not Australian, though. I'm not Australian, though. I don't know if that would work. I don't have an Australian accent. I'm not Australian whatsoever. I don't think... Would that work? I don't know. But I don't think it'd be a bad idea. I'm gonna call it in for tonight. I'm really sleepy. And I have low battery. Good night, guys. Alright, Angel, thanks for coming by. Please be sure to have a good night. Alright, now we do this little number. We do that here, like that. And then we do another one. These are the little grates in her, in the little guard here. They're not gonna be perfectly spaced, but they'll be It'll be for the most part. Alright. Alright, there we go. And then I'll go back and I'll just color these in with my color pan. Color pan! Money broom. Anyway. Alright. Australian Shepherd for me since I own one. Oh, okay, for you. Oh, okay, never mind. I must have missed something. But yeah, I don't know what dog I would be. Like, if I, or canine I would be. I don't want to say wolf because that's so freaking basic. But I would probably say that I could not. I think something like a I don't know a lot of dog breeds. I don't want to say Chihuahua because them motherfuckers are small and I'm not that short. I don't know. I'll go with Husky. I like Huskies. Huskies are really cute. I find their nature to be really funny. How, like, they're so freaking vocal. They're so vocal and expressive, and it's funny. It's just really funny to me. I love it. Some people would say that I've been told by people that I have golden retriever energy. I don't know what that means, but I asked them, I'm just like, is that a good thing? And they just look at me and they're just like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with golden retriever energy. And I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, damn, lucky me. I'm like, well, damn, all right. Well, thanks. You know, I know what black cat energy is. That's like, I don't know, it kind of goes hand in hand with goth, I guess. But I know what, but golden retriever energy, I'm not too well informed about. Anyway, there we go. And there is the Borzoi, however you pronounce it. And the cool thing about it is, without hat, with that. Without hat, with that. Without hat, with that. It's perfect. Why are your cheeks red, Zach? Are you thinking about Luna? They're always red. It's called being alive. It's called having blood. Maybe you could turn into a husky-like hellhound? Maybe. It's like how I feel about my Undertale OC. I always portrayed him as a human going through phases during his journey underground, further discovering his purpose as he progresses further underground. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's just life. That's just being alive. That's just what we do in life. So of course we're gonna write that into a character that we create. Alrighty, now then I will click the paint bucket, get it white, and do that. And there we go. Alright. So once again, without the hat, without the hat, with the hat, without the hat, with the hat, without the hat, with the hat. It's perfect. we have our Borzoi lady, and I love it. I actually really like this. This is probably my favorite right now. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably my favorite. All right, so we're just gonna call you Ori. Alrighty. So now we have one more of the team that we need to create. And the next one is someone that a couple of you have been waiting for. And this one is Jean. Next up we have Jean. Jean is, as you see, Jean is a paladin archetype. She's a paladin class. She has a crystal lance that has two sides, one here and one here, and she's got this big ass shield. She is the biggest, tallest, and most muscular person in the team. She's the big one. She's the big one. She's the tall one. She is the one with the most meat on her bones. And this is the drawing I did. Now, as I stated before, she has an affinity for Rory. Has for a while, and I believe Rory does as well, but she just does not actually admit it. What does that look like in Lackadaisy? That's a good question. I don't know what I would look like in Lackadaisy. I'd hope badass. But yeah, she has an affinity for Rory, and Rory possibly does too, but she just does not show it. But I have a feeling that she does, like I said before, because of the fact that the artist has drawn the two together before in those type of situations. And she's a cinnamon roll. Yes. How many dog knights are there? There are 5. Rory, Macy, Nyx, Ori, and Jean. These are the 2. Zach, gonna sign off for work tomorrow. See you next time. Good night. All right, Mr. Puzzle, thanks for coming by. Maybe a husky golden retriever hybrid. That'd be cool. I think that's been a thing. Yeah, definitely. I think that has been a thing, or someone's crossbreeded that before. But that's the reason why I did this, and I'm gonna do something funny with that. Don't even worry about it. But she has an affinity for Rory, like I said. She is not afraid to show it at all, and she is not afraid to show femininity at all. Like, she is a very feminine individual. She will go out, she will go shopping, she cooks. I don't know if she's a yeah, she is actually a good cook. She's a great cook, actually, because I remember this. She's a great cook. She's cooked multiple times, but every single time she cooks something like soup or whatever, she's never able to get any of it. And it always makes her so sad because she's never able to get any, or at least that's what I saw in a video. And oh my god, it is hilarious. But yeah, she is essentially the cinnamon roll of the group. Always has been the cinnamon roll of the group. She's very cute, but she can also be very deadly as well. Like, completely deadly. She is a badass individual. Very badass. Husky golden retriever mixed breeds are a thing. Well, maybe I'd be a golden retriever husky mix then. I wouldn't have a problem with that. I honestly wouldn't have a problem with that at all. But yeah. Now, I said this before, but she was probably the hardest character to make like a munchkin for, because whereas characters like Macy and Nyx and Ori have in common is that, and even Rory to an extent, they're not super jacked. But Jean is bulky. And I don't mean bulky as in round. I mean bulky as in she got muscle. She's got muscles everywhere. She's just that freaking jacked. I didn't know how to translate that well with Ori, or with Jean. But essentially what I ended up doing was that I just made her arms really thick. Like, a little bit thicker than the others. And I made her body a little bit bigger than the rest of everyone else. Everyone's bodies, their bodies tend to be a little bit smaller than their heads. Except for, like, her. But that's because of the fact that she does have muscles as well. Her nose and head is large because of the fact of that snout. But with her, I kind of made her head a little bit smaller and her body thicker. That's what I ended up doing. Now, yeah, let's begin drawing her out. Okay, but yeah, that was my main issue with drawing her in this style, but I was able to get it fairly well. I figured it out. So essentially, I don't know if anyone's noticing this, but I'm also taking these ideas and then reminding myself of them, so that if I end up drawing like little munchkin characters of different sizes, then I can go back and I can like remember, like, yo, I remember drawing her with this character with the same body type looking like this. And all I did was, like, I made her head this size, I made her body this size. So all I would need to do is just translate that over to the other character. It's essentially what I'm doing. Essentially teaching myself how I want to draw in this style so that I know for the future. And I continue to remind myself it. But yeah. Oh, Marisu Mayas has become a DDP member. Welcome to DDP Detective Agency. Hell yeah, let's go. Please make yourself at home. DDP Detective Agency. We love the muscular women. Always. We love the muscular women. There we go. Muscular women are valid here. All women, all men, anything in between are valid here. Just making sure that everybody knows that. No sexistness here, all right? No sexistness. Everyone's allowed. But yeah. Regardless. So I ended up putting a little bit more definition in her body, like her body type mostly. Arms, mostly her arms, so that you could tell, yo, this lady is jacked. This lady has the this woman has the cojones to crush you. And I know that she doesn't have cojones, but she has, you know, arms and thick ass thighs. That's what she got. So yeah, imagine dog pool as a dog knight. That'd be funny. That'd be funny. That'd honestly be funny. Where was I going with this? I honestly don't remember. But yeah. But Jean is definitely like a cinnamon roll archetype, and she is not afraid to ask or want like physical affection. Like for Rory, like there have been, like from what I've seen, there are times in battle where she will literally just pick up Rory and just be like, all right, I know we're in a battle, but yo, can we hug behind my shield? My shield will keep us safe, so you don't gotta worry about shit. I remember seeing that. I was just like, damn, all right. She got her priorities in the right order. It's like, fight later, hug now. Oh my god. And 9 times out of 10, she will get Rory to do things that she doesn't want to do. Like, for example, shopping. She has a method to do so. However, she may seem like a cinnamon roll here, but one thing is for certain is that she can still kick ass. And I don't mean that literally, and I don't mean that figuratively. I mean that literally. She can still kick ass without any sort of issue. And when she gets scared, when she gets like angry, she gets scary, and it's funny to me that the cinnamon roll can do that. Like that archetype, she can just switch it on a dime, and I just love it. I've said archetype a lot during the stream, but honestly, that's the only word I can think of for this. I'm really sorry if my vocabulary is a little lacking right now. She'd crush you, but mostly by accident. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, if she's gonna freaking like bear hug you, she's gonna crush you by accident. Many people would be like, oh no, that's fine. That's fine. I have no issue with this. You know, I got what I wanted, which was a hug. I got a hug from the muscle mama of the group, essentially. So, I've lived a happy life. Oh my god. But yeah, Jean is a really cool character. I love the design. I love her character. Her character's personality. I love the actress that plays the freaking voice or the character, like in videos that I've seen. I love the voice acting work or the voice work of the character. The French accent and shit. I love that. The main thing that I'm interested about is like mostly in terms of the character, I'm mainly interested to see just like what else she could do. Like I'm interested to see how far her anger can go. Like I wanna know what really will push her buttons and what'll really get her into a pissed off mood or whatever. I really want to see that. Like I want to see a rage-filled Jean. Because yes, she is the character to not be like super angry, like, you know, she's like the cinnamon roll, so of course. But everybody has a boiling point. Even Fluttershy has a boiling point. And I'm interested to see just what that boiling point is. Like, maybe Rory gets injured or some shit, or friends get injured, and she's the only one there that can protect her. So she, like, gets into this rage-filled mode, and she just wants to, like, just fucking destroy everything that's in her way. I want to see that. That would be so freaking cool to see. I would love, like, I love that. I love seeing, like, the cinnamon roll characters get pissed. I love seeing that because it's so freaking cool to see. It is so freaking cool to see. And, like, it gives, like, another, like, layer to the character depth. Like, maybe, like, they act like, maybe they're a cinnamon roll because of the fact that they don't want to get to that point, or maybe they just really want to just stay calm. They don't want to, like, be seen as, like, the bitch that's just gonna get, like, really angry and just destroy everything. They don't want people to fear them or something like that because of their size, because of how big they are, that sort of thing. But no matter what, it's so freaking cool. It's so freaking cool, and I love seeing it. Yo, better idea, Luna as a dog knight. That'd be interesting. Oh, that's simple, Zach. Have someone try to take her Rory. She'll go full Hulk on them. Yeah, probably, yeah. Jean, I want to hug Rory. What about the archer? Jean chuckles. Jean chucks a brick and knocks GTFO, the archer. Jean, what archer? That's crazy. Oh my god. But yeah. That's at least my opinion on Jean. I like Jean a lot, and I'm interested to see where her development goes. I'm interested to see how all the characters' development goes. I just really like the characters. I like what's being done with them. I love what's being like fixed up for them and all that whatnot. I just really do. I just really love it. Let me see here. There we go. Fortunately, though, once I figured out what to do with Jean in terms of like the style and the look, drawing her wasn't difficult. It's just figuring out how I was gonna like portray her thickness, her brickness onto a munchkin form. That was my main thing, was just figuring that out. But once I figured that out, drawing her wasn't an issue at all. The other issue is like the bangs, because bangs like these where it kind of has that swoosh type situation where it's just like, oh, you know, you got the bang that goes out and over. I don't know how to do, like, kind of like Tails bangs or Amy's bangs, but with more 3D effect. I don't know how to do that. That's always been like a trial for me, because especially if they're like on side angles. If they're in side angles, oh my god, for the life of me, I don't know how to freaking translate bangs like that to a side view whatsoever. Again, I know I'm still learning, but it's so hard for me to translate that to a side view angle. Excuse me. Because I always worry that I'm gonna make the freaking forehead just fucking empty. It's just gonna be, oh my god. The brick thick. Exactly. The brick is thick. Okay, perfect. There we go. There we go. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm gonna do something here. Yeah, that's probably better like that. That way she don't look like she got all that forehead. There we go. There we go. That's better. Okay. But yeah. Also, people probably don't see it on this, but she does have a ponytail. It's just that her hair is kind of bunched up. Like, it's in a braid. Like a French braid. Go figure. So, so that's why her hair kind of goes out a little bit. Which is nice. I honestly like the French braid. It kind of goes along with the fact that, you know, she's French. Oh my god. Let's see. There we go. Boom. Alright. Now let's get her other ear. I know that I'm doing this kind of out of order, but that's just how I do line art. Like, I'll just move on to other things. Like, I'll jump around and just be like, now I want to do this part. And then I'll be like, oh, now I want to do this part. I know I'll be able to do this part because I just did that part, you know. I don't know if other people do the same thing, but that's just what I do when I draw. It's always been how I do it when I draw. There we go. Alrighty. And then we go up. Alright, there we go. Alright, now it's just the top of her head, which the top of her head is nowhere near difficult. You just do this little number. Go over, do like that. Okay. Maybe not that large of a hump. Like that. Perfect, that's better. And then you do the same thing here, but you do this. Bam! And there you go. Oh, I just realized too, I did not erase the circle, the top part of the circle here. Usually I do my best to erase this entire thing up here. Like the entire circle that is used for figuring out the, where the head placement should be. But I guess I just didn't do it here. Whoopsies! Anyway. Alrighty. Up and away. There we go. Sometimes in Hero Forge, I'll work on one part, but then work on another part. Yeah, exactly. You know, you kind of jump around from part to part. Damn it. Okay, hold on. There we go. There we go. We got to get the eyelashes right. We got to make sure that her eyelashes look on point. Eyebrows got to be on fleek. No one has said that in a while. I apologize. I apologize. You all must be appalled. Anyway, there we go. Do this little number. Bam. All right. And then we'll get a smaller pin. And we'll do this little number. Yeah, for some reason her eyes, her inner eye is in the shape of a kind of like square, and I'm not sure why that is. I think it's just to differentiate her design from everybody else, which I'm not opposed to. You know, go crazy. You know, it's art. You know, you can do whatever the hell you want, just as long as it isn't depicting anything like illegal, if you know what I mean. Alrighty, there we go. Do that. Bam. Alrighty. Now we just get our nose over here. God damn it. My arm shook. Gotta experiment. Yeah. I remember for the longest time, I was just doodling non-stop for a while when I first like started really getting back into art. And I remember like for a day, like a whole day, my right hand was just throbbing. And I don't understand why. And I feel like, and people are just like, how long have you been drawing? I've been drawing for like a while, for like recent. And there's just like, have you been drawing a lot before then? I was like, no, I hadn't really had the time to draw until like recently. They're just like, ah, there's your reason. You've been freaking, you didn't go slow with it. And I'm like, that's a thing that can happen. It's like, yes. And I just kind of sat there. I was just like, well, damn. Well, goddamn. Well, that's one diagonal Twix. I don't know if anybody's seen that video. The diagonal Twix. My sister once had a diagonal Twix. It was delicious. She loved it. And then I looked at her and I was just like, you're gonna end up like leaning a little bit because you ate a diagonal Twix. She just kind of looked. She was just like, oh, do you really think you're funny? And I'm just like, not really. Alrighty, let's see. Now we do it like this. Bam. Okay. You get into the swing of things, and before you know, you get the swing of things, and before you know it, yeah. Before you know it, you really start to understand and all that whatnot. Alright. Oh! They jumped to Persona 5. I didn't realize that it did that. Where have you been? Been searching all along. Been facing twilight long ago. Alright, I need to switch my pen. There we go. There we go. Eyebrow number 1. Eyebrow number 2. Perfect. All right. And then we can get the old mouth. She's got the love mouth, if you know what I'm saying. She's got the smitten mouth. You know, the mouth that people have where they're just like, you know, thinking about their loved ones and all that whatnot. Bam. All right. Let's see. And I think that's it. Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll draw the blush in with like another colored marker that way. Or oh, I forgot about the bottom part. I forgot about all this. All right, we gotta give her a body, of course. We can't just not. Hey, Nick, how you doing? Alrighty, there we go. Thinking about her what, like her beauty? Oh, her boo. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Thinking about her boo thing. There we go. Alright, there we go, like this. Let me connect the pieces. I want a dog night. You know, you and a lot of people. If they're drawn how CeeHaz draws them, yeah, I can see why. Let me see. There we go. Then we do this. This is a little under part. Or I may just leave that be. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. Alrighty. And then lastly, we'll just make this little bubble. Luckily, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. That's just a basic shape. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. Bam! And there we go. And bring this back. Click this. And there we go. We now have Jean. Jean has been line arted. There we go. Jean is spelled with an E at the end. Beetlejuice. I'm more of a dog person. Understandable. I wonder if Zach Trevor will ever meet Sir Pentius in one of the chapters. It is quite possible. It is quite possible that it may happen. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna front you. Alright, so with that, we have Macy, we have Nyx, we have Ori, and we have Jean. Honestly, I'm surprised they came out as well as they did. Like, no, don't get me wrong, when it comes to any type of, like, art from, like, when it comes to any art that's on, digital with me, there's always like a little bit of jank, but it's never so much that I like rando. I don't like dog sees dog night, but you know. Whenever I do any sort of art that's like digitized, there's always a little bit of jank. The jank usually just comes from like, you know, me just transferring it over. But yeah, that's it honestly looks really good. I have no complaints. I have no complaints at all. I need my phone charger. I'm just realizing this. Hold on. I gotta grab it. There we go. My phone's about to die otherwise. There we go. Now my phone shall not die. But yeah. There's the sketches. But I kind of want to start coloring one. At least start. I don't have to finish it, but I kind of want to start. Okay, here's what I'll do. I have no idea. I have an idea. We'll let fate decide. Think again, don't you know what you're starting? Hold on. There we go. We will let fate decide. We'll let fate decide. I want to have one of these dog knights protect me. You know, you and many other people. Alright, I like this one. Without the hat, without the hat, with the hat, without the hat, with the hat, without the hat, with the hat. I've never done that before, honestly. This is the first time I've ever had like the desire to really do that. Alright. The poll has been set, and the first one that people say they want Jean. Ooh. Oh, we got one for Nyx though. Like I said, I'll start coloring it. At least. I will start coloring it. But that does not mean I'm gonna finish it tonight. If I can't finish it tonight, I just can't finish it tonight. Oh, we have one for Macy. Oh, damn. Okay. But yeah, if I can't finish it tonight, I can't finish it tonight. That's just how it's gonna be. Oh, wow. All right. We got a lot of people really like Jean. Oh, we got one for Ornette? Baby girl Ornette. I love that. Have you ever seen Wings of Fire, Zach? I have the DVD. I've yet to watch it because I haven't really had time recently, but I have been meaning to watch it, yes. I have been meaning to watch it. Looks really well done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I put my all into it. At least I try. At least I try. Yeah, I have a feeling that Jean is probably going to win this vote. I don't know about y'all, but I have a really good feeling that Jean is going to win this one. Ooh, anyway, let me see, where's Jean? There she is. Which that's fine with me because Jean is like the easiest one to draw, honest, or would be the easiest one to color, because all of her colors are like very base. I don't have to worry about anything. Again, I'm probably not going to shade. This is just going to be really basic coloring. Because I don't know how to shade like a pro. Like a lot of people do. I really don't. Let's see. Let's see the color work, Zach, my man. I do not. That's one of the things I don't know how to do. I don't know how to shade for the life of me. I've never really been able to shade really well. I've tried multiple times, though. I'll say that I have tried. I've not, and I'm still working on it. I haven't given up. But that's just something that I gotta work on more. That's just something I gotta work on more. Okay, my phone is low. Have a good night. Alright, Vincent, thanks for coming down. She cute. Yes, she is, honestly. Alright, I'm gonna end the poll in the next minute. And then that'll do it. Oh, Guardian of DTD3 just subscribed. Welcome to DDP Detective Agency. Well, welcome to the channel in this case. Alrighty, and the next few seconds. 3, 2, 1, and... Alright, so Jean is the one that won the poll. Alright, so let's start it up. Let's start it out. At least for this. We'll like I said, we'll start it. We'll start it. Alright, so usually how I color is that I have another layer here. And I put a layer of white so that I know exactly where I need to color. This is the base color right here. That's shading and that's highlights. So this is the base color right here. So that's the color that we need to start with. So let's start with the base color. We all want a dog knight for reasons. That's crazy. Alright. Alrighty, so we're gonna color in the eyes, of course, white so that they look right and we won't have to worry about like any weird shit. But you know, we're first gonna start with like the body. Where's my coloring tool? There it is. Alrighty, so like I said, first I usually go in with like the base color, which is this color here. And then what I would do is that if I wanted to put in highlights or something, I would go in and put in highlights or put in shading or shaded parts. But I always go with the base color first because one, it's easier to do. because at that point you just color in everything with like that color, and then later on you go in with the shading. The shading, you have to think about where the sun is, where the light's coming from, and all that whatnot, and it's just so freaking, like, it can be so hard to figure out exactly how that would work in comparison, because you try to think as in, like, oh, it's like a real body, you know, like how the light would hit a real body, but then you're like, I don't look at people that much when I'm in the sun. I usually have my hand above my face, shielding the sun from my eyes whenever it's that bright. But that's just me, though. I just realized something, too. Her arms aren't this color. Her arms are her arms are blue. Her arms are blue. I'll come back to that. Like, her arms are not this color. Her arms are like a bluish. Like, everywhere else is this color, but her arms there are blue because of the clothes. Isn't her eyes light blue? Yes. What happened if the bio-android from Dragon Ball Z will try to absorb Zack Treble? I don't think that would work, because, you know, not an android. Can't stop singing the Dragon Knight's Prophecy song. It's so good. I can see what you mean. Alrighty, so instead, we're going to go ahead and draw the face, or color in the face. Luckily for me, coloring... the basic coloring never takes me that long. It's always just the sketching that's, or not really even sketching, it's just line art, because I have to get the line art to look right. Otherwise, I'm not gonna want to freaking move on. Okay, this is, to people that don't know, this is my favorite theme from Persona 5. Days My Mother Was There. I love this theme to death, or this theme to death. Her arms should be more beefier. Well, I'm trying to still keep the munchkin type of art style, which is the reason why I don't have, like, too much, like, thickness with the with characters. I usually keep them a general, like, a general size. I try not to have, like, the size be too, like, different where that's concerned. That's just how I draw. That's just how I draw the little munchkins. I show that they're that they're like beefcakes with, like, the freaking, like, how their arms look and sometimes, like, their body. But I don't go into, like, super duper beefcake, because it's like, then they're not munchkins, then they're just tiny bodybuilders. They're just tiny bodybuilders. Alright, let's see. I feel like I did better with these than what I did with Rory, though. I'm not gonna lie. I may have to go back and draw Rory again later on. Like, really, really later on. It really just depends on how people perceive these. But from the looks of it, the face is almost colored in. Perfect. Okay. Let me get this little spot in here. Perfect. Alright, that's her face. Alright, and I believe that's all of her face that is this color. Alright, now let's do the hair. Alright, so we have highlight and the general color, which is this one. So this is highlight, that is the normal color, and then that's shading. Okay.
Oh,
gotcha.
God. My hand has 5 paper cuts.
Paper cuts?
Yeah, because, you know, I'm doing the planner.
Yeah.
I have 5 paper cuts in the same spot, inches apart.
That's crazy.
My hands are chapped.
Chaps it. For Maverick. From Mega Man X.
Are you still drawing?
Yeah. I finished up all the sketches, or I finished up all the line art. Now I'm coloring one of them.
Oh, cool.
Wonder what she's thinking about. She's thinking about her girl. She's thinking about her girlfriend.
Who touched?
Me. That's what I drew. That's what I drew. So of course she's thinking about a girlfriend. I made it that way. I made it so. I'm making it canon in this sort of situation. At least in the drawing. Alright, there we go. Alrighty. Her ears are a darker color, that's right. They're not the same color as her skin. Or fur. Would you call it skin or fur? Because their fur doesn't look furry. It looks just like skin. Does it? Yeah, it doesn't have like... Yeah, in fact, it even like has little shiny spots, like, you know, how skin would. So, would you call it skin or would you call it fur? I really don't know. And honestly, I really don't want to get too much into it because then I'm going to start wondering. And then if I start wondering, I'm going to start making theories. And if I start making theories, I'm not going to be able to go to sleep tonight. And I want to be able to sleep because sleep is good. Plus, I need more of it nowadays. With all the shit and work that I do, I need more of it. Alrighty, there we go. Get the rest of her hair going. Nyx, what was sex with her like? Ornette, Nyx, what? That'd be crazy. Oh wait, I did that wrong. I wasn't Nyx in like a freaking Australian accent. I feel like if I tried an Australian accent, I would like offend people though. So maybe it's a good thing I didn't do that. Maybe it's a good thing that I didn't do the accent. I don't think that would have went well. There we go. Alrighty, make sure we get any of those divots there. There we go. Alright, and this is the back of her hair. Bangs. And this is where her ponytail would start. Of course, it would go further down her back, but as you know, it's not like I'm not doing full body, it's just like bust. Would it be a bust or would it be half body? I don't know. Maybe it would be half body because I mean her arms are right there, aren't they? And yes, her half body. It stops at around her waist. Huh. I don't know. Maybe this is half body. I'm not gonna think about it too much though. Alright. Perfect. And that's her hair. Her hair is completely colored in. Except for these parts. But for these parts, they're just black. Hopefully I can actually get it without having too much of a problem. Yeah, the inner parts of her hair are usually black. I don't know why they're black and not like a lighter shade of her hair. But hey, we're gonna roll with it just like the original artist does. There we go. Then we do the other side. Do it in strokes. Stroke, 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 stroke. And there we go. Okay. Go back, get any of the spots we may have missed. There we go. Let's just say really short fur and leave it at that. Good idea. I think that is a great idea, honestly. Alright, there we go. So that is her hair. Now, if we look, this is the bottom part of her outfit. So this blue goes here. Don't worry, we're going to go back and we're going to retouch up on any of these spots we may have gotten messed up with the coloring. There we go. Head back. Do a little bit of touch up. There we go. Perfect. What's good? Hey, Shadow, how you doing, man? Alrighty, and let's go ahead and take care of the nose. I think that this color will do it. Yeah, that's around her nose color. It's like a darkish brown. It's like milk chocolate. We have some milk chocolate in the house, funnily enough. I got it from my mother. She still hasn't eaten it. Although I keep getting it for her whenever I go on my usual walks. So she just has so many of them at this point. Let's see. Highlight, darker shade. So that's the darker shading. I think the darker shading at this point is the right way to go because of how like the shapes are. Good on break in a couple of minutes from work. Ooh, nice. Alrighty, do this little number like that. Bam. Okay, like this and like that. Toothbrush, toothpaste, green dog, Tweedledee, Tweedledum, Borze, Haza Squaza, shoe game, all that whatnot. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm just chilling at this rate. I did not know how her guards here looked per se, but I did just go with what I thought would work. So this is what I thought they would look, and that's what I went with. Honestly, I don't hate it. It could definitely be a whole lot worse. There we go. Perfect. Alright, now we just color in these bits for the inner part of her little guards on her arms. There we go. And go ahead and erase all the excess. There we go. Alright, perfect. Okay. There we go. I think it's a sign the Sandman is a-coming. The Sandman? Oh no. That bitch owes me money. Oh my god. But yeah, it is coming soon. Don't worry. Do not worry about that. Alrighty, there we go. Alrighty. Whoop. Honestly, it was probably... I'm lucky that y'all decided to choose this one first because she doesn't have, like, fur patterns that I need to remember. So I don't have to go back and, like, add the fur patterns through, like, another layer of line art. And that line art isn't difficult. It's just me, like, putting them in so that the fur pattern is something I can easily tell. But then at the same time, it's just like, I don't want to deal with that tonight. Not tonight. In the words of Linda Belcher, not tonight. No. Not tonight. No. No, that one not. Shout out to people that have seen frickin' Bob's Burgers. Okay, her eyebrows are the same colors as her ears. That's perfect. We can take care of both of those in one fell swoop. Let me go ahead and touch that up. There we go. And, yep. And let's get the ear situated. There we go. Let's get her other ear. Perfect. Just like that. Good. And do that. There we go. Perfect. And there we go. Ears and eyebrows taken care of. Now all we need to do is her arms, which they're kind of like a... like two sides. Both of them are like one color and then another one is another. But what we're gonna do is that we're just gonna make, for the sake of just being simple, we're just gonna make them both just one color. And maybe I'll do like a line on the side of the arm indicating that there is like a stripe. That way, you know, it's not, we're not taking forever here. And yeah, I'll do it on the side so that on the other arm I have the same stripe, but the stripe is like going down the elbow. There we go. Why is she so cute? Because CeeHaz drew her that way. Because CeeHaz is like, because CeeHaz created a cute buff cinnamon roll, and that's just fucking awesome to me. Let's see, there we go. So that was that color. Now the lighter shade, and how it seems to work is that it goes down the side, like I said before. So then what we need to do is just kind of go down the side here, like this, and then it would just keep on going down like that, and it would stop like right around there. Go ahead and just edge that out a little bit. Perfect. Perfect. Kind of like that. And then the same would happen here, but it would go like this a little bit. There we go. That way she still has a little stripe going on. There we go. I clicked the wrong thing. That's the wrong color. I wanted gray, not black. Black is a great color, but not for this situation. Perfect. Like this. Bam! Alrighty, let's do this. Hold on. Perfect. Alright, now all we need to do is just color in the little section here, but I'm gonna do something fun with it. So the eyelashes or the eyelid is always a darker color from the body, but then the characters have this thing where it's like a lighter shade is inside the middle of it, giving a sense of like shading, like this, kind of like that. Yeah, that's how it is. Now I probably made it too big, but honestly that's fine. How much longer for stream? Not too much longer, honestly. This art live stream is interesting, Zach. Thank you. It was just an idea, but I'm glad that people enjoy it. All right, there we go. Now we color in the eye like this, and I'm just gonna go ahead and color in the whole eye because I'm gonna have to get some white in here anyway. There we go, like that. Perfect. Okay. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get this darker blue and go in and do this little number. Looks like that. And I'm going to do the same here. Like that. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I'm also going to go in here and I'm going to take care of those little splotches of black because I'm a damn perfectionist. And I'm going to see that even though others aren't. And I'm just going to be pissed at myself. So, there. Now I'm just going to color in this little bits of blue. Bring it all the way over. Perfect. Okay. So now we put in some white. Who's your favorite dragon from Wings of Fire, Zach? I don't know. I don't know which one's my favorite. Like I said, I have to really get into it. You know, I haven't really fully gotten into it yet. Okay. There we go. Do that low number. I'm gonna do the same here. Do this. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm gonna do this. And now I'm gonna color in the eyes because I never did that. I technically never colored in the eyes. So that's why we're gonna do it right here and now. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Good. Now we do the other eye. That way, if we decide to make a transparent PNG version, we can. There we go. Perfect. Go ahead and straighten that out. Nice work, mate. Thank you. And there. Perfect. Oh, that reminds me. I always do this. As you can see, there's like little things there that I like to do. I'm going to do the same here. This. If you see right in the eye, they do this. Like that. And I'll do one on this side. And then on this side. Bam. Now our eyes have highlights. That's like the one thing that I've always been able to do without fail. And it's the freaking highlights. But anyway. There you go. Jean's base color. Is it perfect? I think so. Again, this is just the base color. But yeah. Munchkin Jean. Yo, Zach. Gotta say, your art skills have improved a great deal. Thank you. Her cute little muzzle. Oh my god. But yeah, there we go. This is Photoshop, right? No, this is actually Clip Studio Paint. Or Clip Studio Art, isn't it? Yeah, Clip Studio Paint. That's what it's called. This is Clip Studio Paint. I paid 20 bucks for this. Alrighty. But yeah, that's the base colors. I didn't do any shading with Rory, really. But I will do a little bit of this. This is a little tidbit for what I do for when I, like, do shading. Is I'll put, like, a whole other one here. And I'll do, like, put in wherever I want the shading to be. But for now, I'm not really too worried about shading, honestly. I think it's fine. Wow, I accidentally clicked. Okay. I think it's fine as is without shading. I'm not going to worry too much about the shading. I'm just going to leave it as is. Oh, yeah. I need to do that. Hold on. And then I'll show y'all what I was going to do for this. But I'm not going to worry about shading. Shading is not necessary. Shading is not necessary for these. These are just little funny little things. Anyway, I did not mean to do that. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Watch. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to have the thing like that. Might look at that program. It is a really good program, honestly. It is a really good program. I've done better with art here than I did with any other one. Alright, but this is essentially what I'm going to do. Open. And then we're going to get my girl Rory out. And then we're going to click this button. And then we're going to copy it. We're going to move on. We're going to paste. And then what we're going to do with this is that we are going to, where's the select or layer? What is it, layer or select? No, it's edit, and we're gonna transform this, scale and rotate. I agree. Yeah, I agree. Wonderful, this design, the texture's so perfect,
so
even
bad.
myself as an artist would be impressed. Thank you.
Did I tell you I had a conversation with Mom earlier?
Oh, about what?
It was yesterday. And she was like, you should get the little orthopedic hand brace.
Mm-hmm.
Like the real deal ones.
Yeah.
She said, don't be buying that cheap shit off of, like,
Perfect.
from Walmart. She said you need to get the real like arthritis thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because my hand has been locking up so bad that literally I woke up at like 5 in the morning and she saw me just trying to make my hand work.
Man, I don't know why you got early on arthritis like that.
You know, I don't know. You know, every time it gets bad, I always say I'm gonna make a doctor's appointment.
Which you never do.
And then I don't like making doctor's appointments, so I don't make one.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gets better.
Alrighty, let's see.
I think it's seasonal.
It probably is,
Because
yeah.
it always gets horrible around like October time.
Alrighty, where's small? There it is. And then we do this little number. Beep, beep, boop, bop, beep, boop, bop, bop, beep, boop. Beep, boop, bop, bop, beep, boop, bop, 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 beep, beep. Put a little bit up
Can you get
here.
early arthritis from like...
Nah, I won't put it up there. That's fine.
Can you get that from...
And then we do.
Should I say that? No, I'm not going to.
And then we do a little bit of this to give it a little bit more
I'll keep it.
definition. There we go. And there we go. That's Jean from Dog Night. Completed. Bada bing, bada boom. And that's how you do it. That is how I drew that. That's how we drew it. That's how you do it. I'm going to do it like that. And there we go. Gonna go ahead and click the crop button. There we go. And save. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna save it as a Clip Studio Paint thing, and then I'm also just gonna save it as a PNG. That way it's like there as well. I may also save it as, what should I save it as? Yeah, I'll just save it as PNG. And this one is Jean. There we go. We have baby girl Jean right there. Perfect. I think this is great. Never forget the blushes. The blushes are really important. Yup. Yup, the blushes are really important. But yeah, this came out really well. Next time we'll have to draw the other ones or color them in, but for right now, I think we're good. I can close that, right? No, do not save that. Perfect. Oh yeah, and I can close that too.
You know, I would love to make you help me right now.
But there you go. That's the end.
I feel like you should help me.
I don't feel that at all.
No way. Is it really 3?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I have to be up early. I gotta go to the bank tomorrow.
The bank?
Yeah, and then I gotta finish up doing Christmas shopping.
There you go. All right.
Not what I wanted.
All right. Perfect. This was fun. Did pretty good. Thank you. Now all that's left is just the other 3 characters. I'm not doing that shit tonight, though. I can finish that up tomorrow. But regardless, this is what we were able to do on tonight's stream. I actually had a good time here. But it is 3 o'clock in the morning, and I need to get some rest. So I think that's going to do it for stream today. So with that being said, thank y'all so much for coming down. Please be sure to go down in the description below. Check out my friends, cast members, and our social links. It'll make them happy, make me happy, and you guys get some amazing content as well. Once again, and I say this right now, please be sure to go and check out CeeHaz's Twitter if you want to see more of these characters. These characters are amazing. I love them so much. They are awesome. I enjoy having the ability to draw them as good as they look here. Like, I enjoy having them to, like, being able to draw them. It's so freaking cool. But, you know, I can only do them so much justice. But the artist there, CeeHaz, can actually make some amazing shit. So please be sure to go down the description. Check out at CeeHaz, at CEE, or at CEEHAZ on Twitter. It is really that just amazing artwork, and you'll see more artwork of them interacting. You'll see more artwork of other characters, sometimes even their characters' family members and all that whatnot. So yeah, really, 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 really good stuff. But with that being stated, once again, thank you all for chilling out with me and enjoying a bit of arting. And yeah, please be sure to have a hell of a day. Bye-bye!